So nice to see you back. In this video, I'll be showing you to make this delicious butter ribbon cake. So let's get started. First, I will be mixing the dry ingredients. For this, I've taken 160 grams of Maida or all-purpose flour. The recipe is in the description box below, so don't worry and watch along. I've taken 1 teaspoon of baking powder and I'll be sieving this 3 times. This cake is very buttery delicious. I'm sure you'll be making it very often, not just for any occasions, but just to have it with a cup of tea. So now I'll be sieving it for the second time. And the last third time. I'll keep this aside for some time while we mix the wet ingredients. I have taken 170 grams of room temperature butter. This is salted almond butter I have used. You can use any brand of butter you have. If you are using unsalted butter, you can add a quarter teaspoon of salt to it. I'm going to beat this butter for a few seconds till it's a bit creamy. You can also use a hand whisk for this recipe, but only you will have to whisk it a little longer. Now our butter is looking fine. I'll be adding the sugar into it. I have taken 160 grams of castor sugar. You can also use regular powder sugar or just pulse some sugar into the mixer and take 160 grams of it. I will now whisk the sugar and the butter for around total of 5 minutes and until our butter is nice and pale enough. But I will be also scraping the bowl in between to get the ingredients together. Continue whisking the butter and the sugar till the butter is nice and pale in color. Also keep scraping the bowl in between so that the ingredients are well mixed. Sometimes you may find that even after 5 minutes your sugar has not dissolved in the butter. But don't worry, once you keep adding the eggs, it will get fully dissolved. It's been 5 minutes that I have been whisking the butter and sugar, and the butter is looking quite pale. I will stop now and add the eggs. I've taken 3 eggs. Be adding 1 egg at a time, and the eggs too are at room temperature. Just beat the egg into it just for a few seconds till you don't find any traces of the egg, and then add the next egg. Keep scraping the bowl in between, and now I'll be adding the second egg. I'll be whisking the egg again for a few seconds on high speed. And now it's time for the third egg. I'll be whisking this egg also for a few seconds. Now I'll be adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. And I'll be whisking this batter again for 1 minute till everything is completely combined. So it's been 1 minute, and now I'll be scraping the bowl once more and be adding the dry ingredients to our wet mix. This is the maida and baking powder mix. Along with that, I'll be adding 3 tablespoons of milk, which is at room temperature. Add little maida at the time and use a spatula and fold it well. Now I'll add a little milk and mix the batter with a spatula. Like so, I'll be continuing alternating with maida and the milk till all is finished. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and press the notification bell so you can know when my next video is out. And now I'll be adding the remaining maida also and be using the remaining milk and fold that too into the cake batter. Do this mixing with light hands. We do not want to overmix the cake batter now. This is a simple delicious cake. You can also make it simple without the colors, and it tastes the same and really yummy and buttery. I'll be using the beater just for almost 10 seconds, not more than that, till all the ingredients are well combined. That's it, and our mix is ready to be baked. You can put this mix directly into a cake tin and bake, but since we are making a ribbon cake, I'll be dividing the batter into 3 colors. So let's do that now. I'll be dividing the batter for 3 colors in 3 bowls. I'll be making green, yellow and pink. To make the yellow color, I'll be using egg yolk gel color. You can use any color or any type of color, either powder or liquid color too. Fold in the color very gently. So our yellow is ready. Now we'll do the next color, which is green. I'm using leaf green gel color. If you feel the color is still pale, add more color till you get the desired result. I'm adding a few drops of more green and a little bit of yellow to get a brighter green shade. For the pink color, I'm using a deep pink color adding a few drops, and we'll be mixing this too. Preheat your oven at 180 degrees for 10 minutes before we could prepare and put the cake pan in. Now all the colors are ready. Now we'll be filling the cake pan. I have taken a 7 by 3 inches cake pan and I've applied some oil, and I'll be using a butter paper at the base of the pan. You can also use a 8 by 4 cake tin. I'm adding the green cake batter first and spread it evenly. And now I'm adding the yellow cake batter and will be spreading this too evenly over the green. Never fill your cake tin over 3/4 as it will rise after baking. Just a reminder again, your oven should be preheating now at 180 degrees with only the lower coil on. Now add the pink cake batter over the yellow and level that too. Make sure never fill the cake tin more than 3/4 of its height. This recipe will give you a cake loaf tin size 8 by 4 inches. But since I've taken a smaller tin, I'll be making some cupcakes of the remaining batter. Level the top and tap the cake tin a few times, and now I'll be baking it in a preheated oven of 180 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. Keep a watch on the baking as different oven varies in temperature. Since I have little batter left, I'll be making 3 cupcakes and be baking this for around 12 to 15 minutes. Tap the tray before putting it into the oven. Our cake is baked well. Let's check it. The screwer is clean. It's done well. Now I will let it cool down completely and then we will slice it. To remove the cake from the tin, just run a knife on all 4 sides of the cake tin and flip it over. Let's slice the cake now. Do check the description box below for the detailed recipe. Our utterly buttery delicious cake is ready. It's very soft and spongy and very yummy too. Cake is very moist and very flavorful. Do try it out. The cupcakes too are looking good, and I'll now slice one and show you the texture inside. I hope you'll be trying this recipe, and do like and share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Until we meet again in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.